Hi everyone, this is yours truly, Mrs. Emmanuel, aka Queen. Okay, I'm making a video for the Independent Practice Station for the week of September 28, 2015. Um, Here, what we're doing on the left hand side, you're going to do this by hand, and you're going to show your steps. However, on the right hand side, you're just going to enter in the calculator and just draw the table. On this side is to find the range. That means we're looking for the Y value. So I'm gonna go ahead and write Y. So find Y, okay, when given the X. The domain is given, okay? On the back of it, we reversed it. You're gonna find X, the domain of each function when you're given the range, okay? However, on this left side, it's by hand. It's like solving an equation. And on the right hand, it's using a calculator. So here we go. So it says substitute the domain values, apply PEMDAS values with this one value, that's the second value. 1, 2, that's 2. Each one of them had 2 values. This one had 3 values down here. Okay, so here we go. On number 1, I'm going to say f of 1 because I'm substituting in. I'm going to write it over here. F of 1 equals, and I'm going to substitute it in for x. This is my x value. You can write x right there by the domain to keep you, so you can remember that's the x. They gave me the x, so let me substitute in for x and solve for y, which is the range. So I put 3 times 1. Notice that where it say x, I'm substituting in that value. Then I'm going to put plus 2. Okay. So after I do that, I put f of 1 equals 3 times 1 is, yay, 3 plus 2. What is the sum of 3 and 2? 5. Muy bien. Okay, so I wrote the 5. And then notice all I did, f of 1, I just brought this information down. That's all. So now I know that it's 1 for my domain, 5 for my range. So I can write that as the order pair. Bam, I'm done with the first x value. Then I'll go to f of 2. The same process. 3 times, replace the x with 2, then bring everything else down for that function. So f of 2 equals 3 times 2 is 6 plus 2. F of 2 equals the sum of 6 and 2 is 2. Okay? Write that as the order pair. I just like writing this as the order pair so I can know it's the same thing. So here, when my domain is 2, then my range is 8. Here, my domain was 1, my range was 5. That's what you're doing for each one of these, okay? Bam, I'm done with that. However, on this right-hand side, what you're doing, you're going to go to your calculator, you turn it on. That's where you need to do it at school, unless you have one at home. Go to new document, enter. I don't want to save anything. I do want to add a graph. Enter. And then I want to, and I need to, let me, here we go. Let me start this over so you can see what I did. So I went to new document, enter. No, I don't want to save anything. I want to add a graph. Then I'm going to enter the function. Here, the function is negative 5x plus 1. So I'm going to enter that. I'm going to say negative 5x plus 1. Enter. Remember I said when I go to the table, we got to hit there. Control T. Press Control, then find the letter T, press T, and bam, you have your table. Now I'm going to make a table here. I'm gonna put X because I know that's my domain. Write Y, which is my range. They gave me the domain 0, 2, 4, 6. Then I'm just gonna go, I know that my domain is my X. So I'm gonna go to 0. When X is 0, then Y is 1. When X is 2, then Y is negative 9. When X is 4, then Y is negative 19. When X is 6, then Y is negative 29. Bam, I'm done. That's all you're doing for that. Okay? So you would do the rest of these problems the same way. The same way. Do that same step. Okay? Now, turn it over to the back. Now here is the hey. Find the domain, find x of each function when the range is given. Left side, if they tell me to use PIMDOCs, that means that I have to do it by hand. Okay, so I'm doing this by hand. So I'm gonna do when y is -4, then y was -1. So f of x, remember it is y. So I'm going to, instead of writing f of x, I'm gonna say -4 equals 3x plus 2. It said do PIMDOCs backwards. That means I'm gonna add or subtract first, because I'm trying to get x by itself. Okay, so I'm gonna subtract 2 from both sides. Remember, whatever you do to one side, do to the other side to keep that balance. +2 and -2, those are added to inverse. Their sum is 0, so they're gone. Bring down my equal sign here. Leaves me with 3x on the right-hand side. -4 minus 2 is -6. I still don't have x by itself. Okay, x is being multiplied by 3, so I have to do the opposite. I'm gonna multiply, divide, but since it's already being multiplied, then I mean I'm going to divide both sides by 3, the coefficient of x. 3 divided by 3 cancel out because it goes to 1, uno. Bring down my equals. On the right-hand side, that leave me with 1x, so I write 1x. You don't write the 1, it's understood, it's 1x. Okay? -6 divided by -3 is -2. Now, you can't use this for your calculator if you say, okay, you have trouble with your integers rules. Just enter it in. We are more concerned about the process. Do you know the process? Okay? So that's good. Now, for here, -1. So now I know that here, when y equals -4, then I know that that's f of -2, meaning that's -2, -4. Okay? Bam. Okay, okay, here, and we could write it, let me write this, it's domain equals, because if I want to write it this way, I can show you that. And right now, I know it's going to be -2. I don't know if that's the smallest number because I have to substitute -1 in. So now, instead of writing the f of x, I'm going to write -1 for y, which is f of x, equals 3x plus 2. I'm doing the same process, guys. It's the same process. I subtract the 2 first, so I'm going to subtract 2 again for both sides. Same thing. +2, -2 goes to 0, gone. Bring down my equals. I'm reminded with 3x on the right-hand side. -2 minus 2 is -3. Okay? The next step, so this still is multiplying. So what did I do here? I divided by 3. So I'm going to do the same thing here. Divide both sides by 3. 3 divided by 3 is going to be 1. It cancels out. Still, I will have 1x on the right-hand side. -3 divided by 3 is -1. Okay? So here I have f of -1 equals -1. Wow, isn't that interesting? Okay. So here, my order pair is -1, -1. So when y is -1, so is x -1. So let me put that in the list. Bam, I'm done. I did exactly. And I'm going to do the same thing for this number 3 and for this number 5. It's the same process as far as in substituting in these values for the h of x. So I substitute -2 in for h of x, substitute -1 in for h of x, solve for x. Same thing here. Substitute -27 in for f of x, then I solve for x. Substitute 28 in, then solve for x. Now, here, calculator, because on the right side it tells me, so use your calculator, hey, use it. We want you to be able to do it by hand and the use of the calculator. New document, no, I don't want to save. Add a graph. Then my function here is -5x plus 1. So I'm going to do -5x plus 1. Enter. Okay, -5x plus 1, I put it in correctly. Okay, now it says Control T. Remember on the other side, it's Control T for the table. So I'm going to do Control T. Got the table. Let me put my table here. X, Y. X is my domain. Y is my range. Okay. My input, my output, my independent, my dependent. Okay. So here we go. So here they gave me my Y, my range. So I'm putting -49, 1, 6, 11. Okay. So this is my Y and I'm looking for the X. So I'm on Y. So, oh, it's got 1 here. So my X is 0. here.